Hello, and welcome to the Daily Life Uncut. I think we're now at day 75, which means we are almost a quarter of the way there to our year mark. So it's kind of a big milestone, because like I said in day one, and I think maybe like day 2 or 3's video, that I'm doing this not only for, the purpose of just putting, my life out there, because it's a choice. It's not a, obligation, or it's not something that is getting paid to do or anything like that. I'm doing this as a choice. And my choice is to bring things out for, people to see. Because I want to see people's reactions to the things that I talk about and I do. Because it just makes all the world to me. It just means, so much that people can share thoughts and stuff like that on the internet, as well as here on YouTube and stuff like that. So that's why I've, purposely made these videos. So with that said, let's run into today's topic. Today's topic is very interesting because I am contemplating something that I really need you guys' help with. So, I play a lot of video games. There's always some type of video game or something going on, or some type of video game case, or, something going on in the background that you always see in my videos and whatnot. And it's quite, interesting. And I have a very diverse game library. Like, I have over 100 games for both the 360, the Xbox One. Hell, I even have PlayStation 3 and Wii U games. But besides that point, I have a very big conundrum. And it's this. I don't know whether or not I want to get the new Battlefield game. Like, I've never really liked Battlefield 3. I never got to actually play Battlefield 4, even though I've heard it's amazing. So I'm really torn. I've seen some gameplay and stuff of Hardline. I've seen, it has a lot of elements in the game itself that I like. But it's still, is it worth the $60 to get? Is it worth even the season pass to get? Because, I know Battlefield season passes are through the roof, and they're just annoyingly expensive, and just like Call of Duty. But I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. I could sit there and play that game all day, every day, and not get bored of it, not get, frustrated with it or anything like that. I love that game because that's something that I was brought with my friend to play. And that's something that we always played and found something as a common ground to play together on a normal daily basis. So it's really hard to sit there and, decipher something as far as first-person shooters go to kind of lead me towards that next great game to play. And I really want to see if Battlefield's actually that game. So let me know in your comments down below. Do you feel that Battlefield is a great game? Do you feel that maybe I should wait till, I get my PlayStation 4? Which that'll happen eventually, I just don't know exactly when. Or should I just jump on the bandwagon and try to get it now? That's really kind of my big contemplation. Because, there's really no good games that come out between March and June. I think the next really good game is Batman. And that's even if they stay on schedule, it'll come down to June 6th. I believe, is the day that they're supposed to release it. I'm hoping if they have any DLC for that game, since we've waited over a year and a half, that all DLC for that game should be 100% free. No season pass, just free DLC, because that's what should be included in the game anyway. So I'm really hoping that that's the case. I understand. Here's another quick question for everybody. What do they think on actual DLC? Do they think it's a good thing, or do you think it's a bad thing? Because I see the different sides between the two, and I really want to know opinions. I want to hear your opinions. My big thing is DLC is meant to not just to suck money out of people that love that franchise or that game or that thing to do or that object or whatever that looks really cool because it's something you don't normally have in the game, so it's added on. I see their point of actually putting DLC in. It's to get you to keep playing the game. It's to get you to keep wanting to buy it or to put more time and effort into the game. Like, I see that that's the point, and that's awesome. But at the same time, there's some games that can put out DLC for free, aka Grand Theft Auto 5, even though they've had huge amounts of server issues. They've owned up to it, and they'd be like, here's your free piece of DLC. And then do the same thing with the heist. And they're just like, all of a sudden, like, hey, here's the heist update for free. Games like Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar especially does not have to do that. Almost every other game that they have had some type of DLC with, it's always been, oh, you're going to pay for my DLC. But this one, specifically, Grand Theft Auto 5, because of, I guess, all the problems and stuff like that, their DLC is free. So what do you think about DLC? Do you think it should be something that's free because it'll give you extra incentive to play the game anyway? Or is it better to get paid for DLC and make you feel like you're, putting your money to good use? So that's a real big question today as well. Battlefield Hardline and DLC. What does people think about it? Let me know in the comments, as well as you can run over to Twitter at DailyLifeUncut and tweet me there what your thoughts on DLC is. I haven't really gotten too much action on my Twitter feed. I haven't really seen any followers or anything like that, so it's kind of, I hate to say it like this, it's kind of depressing. Because I would think by now at least the 15 subscribers would at least go over and, or at least maybe 2 out of those subscribers, or 1 out of the subscribers that I have would run over and be like, hey, yeah, let's follow you on Twitter. I'm kind of interested to see, thoughts. I know it hasn't been active, but because I don't really have any followers, it's not active. It's not really, something that I'm constantly on. I'm checking it all the time, don't get me wrong, because I want to see if people are actually paying attention to things, but I'm not on it. I'm not tweeting all the time. That will change once I get, subscribers and stuff like that. Once I get people to follow my account and stuff like that. That's the only time I really see it getting better or getting more into it. Oops, sorry about the shaking of the camera. This angle in this tripod is not really working too well. So with that said, so let me hear your thoughts. Let's, whatever you want to do, Twitter or right here in the comments on YouTube. I'm really interested, like I said, to see and hear what you have to say. So that's it for today's video. This is the Daily Life Uncut. And as always, it's my dirty.